In this lesson, I'm going to break down one of Benson's 5 techniques that he uses. Now, I did a whole lesson on this, on sort of briefly talking about all 5 techniques, which you can check out here after the fact if you haven't already seen it. But if you have seen that one, what I'm going to do in this lesson is show you how this one technique can connect to all of these other Benson techniques. So you can really see the versatility of it and start to come up with these lines on your own. Now, this is one part of 4 other lessons that I actually have exclusively in the George Benson Master Study, Inside Chase's Guitar Academy, 7-day free trial if you guys want to check it out. So you can get access to that as well by joining. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm in Italy eating a face full of pasta. Hopefully my brother will put up a little photo of that here. And I hope you guys dig it. Let's start off with the even number of notes per string technique. And so all of these licks will start with even number of notes per string. In fact, we're going to start with the same exact opening for these, at least for this one. All of the phrases will be over a 2-5 to B flat, and then we'll combine it with the other technique. All right, so the first one, 1.1, is even number of notes, and then the sweep and slide arpeggio. All right, I'm gonna use a backing track for this, and I'm sure by the end of it, I will hate 2-5-1s in B flat. 3, 4, 1. All right, so even number of notes, 2, 2, 4, sweep and slide, and then we end with just some chromaticism. One more time. All right, cool. That's 1.1. Most of these, there's not really much to explain other than playing them for you and showing you what they do. Let's go to the next one. So even number of notes and then a pivot arpeggio. So again, we're gonna start with the same opening phrase. The point is, how can we know what to do after that? And that's what we're gonna work on in this. So you have a bunch of examples. So no matter which of these techniques you're starting with, you know, oh, it can go into this next technique and I can continue from there, right? We're basically just like laying out all the paths of possible improvisation after this. So this is even number notes and pivot arpeggio 1.2. One more time. Okay, so when you're doing the pivot arpeggios, you do want to work out the fingerings. So here I would use the middle finger and maybe the first finger. You could also use the ring and the middle. So depending on which of those, I kind of like the middle and index instead of using the pinky. So that's my preference, but use whatever works for you. All right, let's do 1.3, which is even number of notes and then 4-note diminished pattern. Now, yes, 4-note diminished pattern is also an even number of notes, but we're specifically talking about subset of using these for diminished, the 4 notes that fit into the diminished scale. All right, so, and we usually see those at the end of the phrase, although not always, and we'll look at those examples. So 1.3. So for this one, when we're coming down this arpeggio and we land on the 3rd for F7, just know you can start your diminished pattern and continue that. So, and we're just starting again on C to get to A flat, and then again, which lands us on D for the B flat major. So that's all right there. All diminished. 1.4, even number of notes and double arpeggios. 2, 3, 4, 1. Do it again. I'm doing this live for you. Maybe there's a better fingering. Yeah, so when we have these two arpeggios, A minor 7 flat 5, you kind of have to roll somewhere. So I would do the E flat and G as a roll, and then here I'm going to use my middle and ring finger and not roll. Another thing, I'm writing this all strictly as eighth notes here. Realistically, I'd probably hold on that A and do a triplet. It sounds a little corny doing both arpeggios as eighth notes at this tempo. Yeah, I think it works better if you did it as a triplet, but just for simplicity's sake, I wrote it out as eighth notes for those arpeggios. All right, so that is how even number of notes can combine with any of the other 4 Benson techniques: sweep and slide, then pivot, then 4-note diminished, and then double arpeggios. Now we're going to look at the next section. Awesome, so if you guys dug this lesson and you want to see 4 others just like it, including the PDFs and the whole rest of the George Benson master study where I talk about his picking approach, his arpeggios, transcriptions, analysis, so much more inside Chase's Guitar Academy, you can sign up, 7-day free trial. I have so many cool things coming that I'm about to announce, and those that are already signed up to Chase's Guitar Academy will get access before anyone else. So I'm saying you should be signed up. If you want to believe me or not, you will see in a couple weeks that you should have listened. So I'll see you then. Bye.